Hello guys, this is Jinto from US Cricket Store. Today I'm going to do a video review on the GM Play Edition, but this time this is the Play Edition for Quinton De Kock. Again, I think we would be one of the stores which would have the Play Edition of Quinton De Kock in GM, and the same time we have the Play Edition from SS as well. Again, this is just a transition period of him moving away from GM and eventually moving into SS and joining the SS family as well. Again, we're talking about this particular bat, guys. Again, GM, before he moved on to SS, he was using the siren stickers from GM, and this is his typical profile, and this has been his profile throughout his tenure with GM, and that's for sure. If you would have seen any Play Edition review bats throughout for Quinton De Kock, this has been his profile consistent throughout his tenure with GM. Again, this is the bat profile that I'm talking about. We are talking about a bat that has considerable amount of concaving. Definitely that's his preference, Quinton De Kock's preference, but again this has some peculiar characteristics which makes it stand out from the other Play Edition bats that are there from GM. And a few of the factors that I want to emphasize or highlight is that it is the only Play Edition bat that would have the spine running into the toe, and also the spine runs into the handle very precisely, or maybe you should say you can emphasize or you can see clearly that the spine is running into the handle as well. So you have a consistent spine throughout the length of the bat. And spec wise, we are talking about 38 mm on the edge, 64 mm on the spine, and since the spine is running into the toe, you have a 29 mm on the toe. That's a chunky toe, to be honest. But there is, as I said, there is a quite bit of concaving, maybe 3 to 4 mm of concaving on this particular bat, and the handle size is basically very thick, as with any Play Edition bat from GM, and they don't tend to disappoint at all with respect to the handle thickness, no matter which Play Edition bat you take. Very thick at the bottom, but the shape of the handle is not oval in this case, it's basically round, and it's round throughout the length of the handle, and the handle does come in with the hex grip. Very grippy, and this is my favorite grip, to be honest, and I have started to use this on all my bats that I am using for my practice as well. Cuz does come in with 3 cork inserts, as with any GM bat. The dead weight on this particular bat is basically 211, but let's check out the balance, or how does it actually feel in the hands, and that's personally my opinion. So I have seen in the videos or on television that Quinton De Kock is someone who holds the bat really high, and this bat indeed feels like a 210. It's definitely a round slider. It's basically well balanced. You would expect that from a bat that is of the Play Edition level, but the grain structure on this one is it's basically very clean, and it's like parallel equidistant grains, but the number of grains are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 grains on this one. Again, it's very clean, parallel equidistant to each other. Then you cannot ask for a better looking bat, I would say. The performance is insane on this one, and no wonder you have seen Quinton De Kock just flicking the shots off his legs, and the ball going to the square leg boundary without effort, like with least effort. And it does come in with the GM toe guard, which is the GM toe tech technology. Basically they enforce strength onto the toe by their methods, and eventually applying the toe guard as well. This bat does come in with factory prepared, but again, we would highly recommend that you invest time in knocking this in as well. The edges are already rounded off. You don't have to spend time in rounding of the edges, but still we would recommend you investing time in preparing this bat before you even take it to the nets. So now, with all that said, we looked into the aesthetics of it, we looked into the balance of it. As I said, the balance is more like a 210 in my hands, and that's the 211, that weight I told is with the tags on. So basically you're looking at maybe few ounces less when we take off the tags as well. So we looked at the aesthetics, we looked at the balance. Now let's check out the ping on this bat. This is a brand new cricket ball. Let's check out the ping on this one. really nice ping, guys. But one thing I want to emphasize more is basically there was some performance even here. Like, you know, I was getting some performance here. I was not feeling any vibrations in my hand, but obviously when it was hitting at the very bottom part of the bat, it was actually giving me some vibrations. But again, here there was no vibrations, and it was pinging all the way till here. So basically you're looking at a elongated sweet spot, you know, or sweet spot region, in my opinion. As if you see that the spine is basically like, you know, almost consistent till here, right? Till here it's almost consistent, almost like a straighter line, I would say, right? So that really helps in having an even distributed performance throughout the length of the sweet spot region as well. Well, again, guys, that was the review, and again, the pressing on the GM bats has been absolutely, you know, I mean, fantastic is what I can say. They generally tend to press to perform is what I have felt with any GM Player Edition bats that you know, I have personally fielded and used as well. So guys, the retail price of this bat is $554.99, as with any GM Player Edition bats that we have in stock. Well, if you're new to this channel, guys, please consider subscribing and support us by hitting that subscribe button. And that's all for this video, guys. Until next time, this is Jinto signing off from US Cricket Store, redefining cricket in US. Cheers.